Hello friends, this is the solution video for question number 35 chapter 5 SC Verma. In this problem, we have to find out the acceleration of the 500 gram block given in this figure. So to solve this problem, we use the concept of FBD. So first of all, we'll try to observe this figure where let's say this is M1 block, this is M2 block and this is M3 block. Okay. Now say the tension in this string is T1. The tension in this string is obviously the string is same, so tension is going to be the T1. Similarly, this is a single string where I can say the tension in this string is T2 and in this string it is going to be the same as T2. Okay. Now let's say for the simplicity, let's say this entire system is moving in this direction, so the acceleration is going to be the downward direction towards M1. Okay, so acceleration and the acceleration, so the direction of acceleration is going to be the in the right hand direction. Okay, so now we'll try to figure out what all forces are acting on this M2, because in this M1 and M3 there are two forces. One is the tension T1 and the other one is the M1G downward, and here it is M3G downward. Now we'll try to figure out what all forces are acting on the M2 block. So there will be a downward force which is M2G, and there will be another force which is M2 cos theta, because this angle is, say this, if this angle is theta then this angle is also theta. That means this, if this is 30 then this is also 30. Okay, so there will be the perpendicular force which is going to be the M2 sine theta, and the reaction force is going to be the in upward direction, which is N. Okay, now the entire figure is resolved. Now we'll try to create the equation of motion of individual block using free body diagram. Fine, so now I'll write FBD of M1. So this is the M1 block. One force is acting downward which is M1G, the upward force is T1, and the acceleration is in downward direction, so that means M1G's force, so that means M1G force is greater than T1. Okay, now we will write equation of motion as M1G minus T1 is equal to M1A. Fine, now if I put the value of M1, then it is going to be 500G minus T1 is equal to 500A. So this will become my equation number 1. Now FBD of M2 block. For this M2 block, if I draw it in separate, so this is M2, the upward force is T1, there are two downward forces which is T2 and M2 sine theta. Okay, so the motion is in the right hand direction, which is with the acceleration A. So the equation of motion will become T1 minus, now T1 is greater than T2 plus M2 sine theta, so this is T2 plus M2G sine theta. So here it is going to be M2G sine theta, and obviously here also M2G sine theta and M2G cos theta. Fine, so T2 plus M2G sine theta will become M2A. Okay, so now if I put the values of theta and M2, this equation will become T1 minus T2, I am opening this bracket, minus M2G sine of 30 degree is equal to M2A. Now I will put the value of M2, so this will become T1 minus T2 minus M2 is 100, so 100 into sine 30 is 1 by 2, so this will become 50G is equal to M2A. So I'll get the value of T1 minus T2 is equal to 100A plus 50G. So this is my equation number 2. Now I'll draw the FBD of M3. Okay, so FBD of M3 is going to be, so the M3G downward force, T2 is upward force, and the acceleration is in upward direction. So that means T2 is greater than M3G. So this equation will become T2 minus M3G is equal to M3A. Now I'll put the value of M3. So this will become T2 minus 50G is equal to 50A. So this implies T2 will become 50A plus 50G. Okay, so this is equation number 3. Now our aim is to solve these 3 equations, and we will get the value of T1, T2, and obviously we'll get the value of acceleration also. Okay, now putting the value of T2 in equation number 2, so this equation 2 will become T1 minus, so value of T2 is 50A plus 50G. So I am taking in this right hand direction, so this T1 will become 150A plus 100G. Okay, now we can put this value of T1 in equation number 1. So this will become, so I'll write from equation 1, 500G minus T1 is 150A minus, I'll write bracket first, so it is going to be plus 100G is equal to 500A. Now if I solve it, so this will become 400G is equal to 650A. So the value of A will become 40 upon 65G, which is equivalent to 8 by 13G downward. So this is the solution of this problem.